Since our prelim task, we've improved in quite a lot of things around casting, the technical side of things, and just loads of different ways we've improved. One of the ways we've improved is now we understand the importance of using a tripod and microphone, as without them your shots wouldn't look as good, your sound quality would be bad, and that reflects quite badly on your finished product. We've also learned all about casting and how that needs to be like really good, as if you cast badly, once again your final product won't be as good, because obviously the actor won't fit the character you're trying to create. Lighting is important when it comes to post-production editing, because without proper lighting you can't always figure out what's happening on screen, so having the correct lighting is really important. And then with location, you need to obviously set where you want to film in the correct place. If you're filming, like for ours for example, if you're filming a therapy session, you're not going to do that on a garden bench, so you need to make sure you have the correct location to fit your product. Layering continuity is also key when it comes to making what you need, because without the correct with layering, compared to our prelim, which we just stuck one filter on and let it flow, now our final product we've got loads of different filters, effects, transitions, all things like that, and the continuity is a much better flow, so it makes it seem more worked on, and you can really tell the difference between the continuity. No, that was the right word. You can really tell the difference between the continuity against the prelim and the final product because of how much better it flows. With the prelim, there's a lot of like sudden stops and stuff, as for with our final product it just goes from start to finish without anything having to suddenly stop, unless obviously it's been purposely put there. With our prelim it's really fuzzy, also because we didn't use a microphone, which doesn't help. With our final product, once again, we didn't really use a microphone, but we've now figured out on post-production how to lower the background noise and make the sound you actually want much clearer, which really helps with our product compared to our prelim, which is, it just sounds awful. And then our final product, the sound's much sharper, clearer, and that gives the whole piece a better effect. We've added sound effects to our final piece. For our prelim it was literally just us talking, and then it was natural, it was just diegetic sound where the door shut, you'd hear that. As for our final piece, we have diegetic and non-diegetic sounds, which is just there to make the piece sound better. It gives more of an atmosphere onto it, and I just personally think it makes it seem more scary. As our prelim, it's just literally just us talking. Our final piece, there's so much more going on, and it's just better. For our final piece, we sat down and we made a script, which meant when we filmed we could just do it straight away, and it looked much better because the characters knew what they were talking about. The storyline was all planned before. We even had a storyboard, which is just, it helps so much having a storyboard. As for our prelim, we literally just had a camera, found a room and just went, right, let's just film. And when you watch it back, it just looks really bad because we're literally just talking rubbish. But our actual final piece, from where we had a script, a storyboard, and we planned it really well, it means that when we went to editing side of things, we could look at our storyboard and go, right, that clip needs to go there and that clip needs to go there, and it just helps so much. In post-production, for the prelim, we had titles, but it was literally just one standard title that didn't really match. It was literally just the title of what the film was. It didn't match anything to do with what we were filming. Compared to our final product, we had loads of different titles that matched everything that was going on. They'd appear, they'd disappear. The colours were bolder, you can see them better. As for, like I said, our prelim, it's just one standard letter, like words that just stayed on the screen and didn't really go anywhere. But our final piece, you can really tell the difference between the text and the colours, and it just goes with what the piece is about. With clothing, for our final piece we planned what we're wearing. We knew the presents would have to wear black, the victim would have to look innocent with what she wears, the therapist would need to look smartish. So we had to actually plan what we needed to wear. As for the prelim, we just filmed in what we had on, so I think that was for me just a hoodie. Ewan was just in a shirt, I think. And it just didn't really look like a teacher and student conversation. As for when you look at our final piece, you can really easily tell which character is what. So like the presence is all in black, she's got dark hair, you can never really see them. The victim's quite innocent, she's just a normal person, she's wearing jeans and a top. And then obviously the therapist is wearing just a jacket and got smart hair done, just to make it fit more with what we're trying to get across in our final product.